Hi, I'm Rick Bush with TND TV, and I'm here today with Mike Beehler, Vice President with Burns McDonnell. And we're talking today about the role of advanced technologies in the power delivery marketplace. Mike, you travel to a lot of utilities and you go all over the place. Are you seeing that there's a stronger market now for innovative solutions, or what's the world out there?
Well, first of all, thanks for being here, Rick. I appreciate having you here, and it's always a pleasure to see you. Certainly enjoy your magazine.
Thanks.
Let me say that when I talk to utility executives, I think there's always been a desire to be innovative, but now more than ever before, perhaps in an era when we have to be safe and reliable and cost-effective and compliant, I think there's a larger drive, there's a larger impetus for continuous improvement. Where can I get advancements? How can I use technology? We know about the knowledge transfer challenge in the industry. How can I use technology to help me do the things that I need to do to be run a utility in a more safe, reliable, cost-effective, and compliant manner?
Okay, so I guess the marketplace is ready for innovation. Walking around your building here, I see there's a lot of young engineers here. So you've hired a lot of young engineers in the company. How are they able to deliver innovation? Are they moving at a faster pace than some of us older fossil types? Or could you comment on that?
They do move at a very rapid pace, and it's an exciting place to be at Burns McDonnell. Probably within our division alone, there's probably half of our division is millennials, and so you look around and everybody is excited and enthusiastic, and of course we're in a very dynamic and exciting industry. It's a great time to be in our industry. I remember one young woman came to me and she wanted to know why a civil engineer got involved in the electric utility industry, and I was telling her my life story, and I said, you know, when I was 28 years old, there was nothing I couldn't do. And she looks right at me as an intern, and she goes, well, I'm 21 and there's nothing I can't do. And of course we hired her because that's exactly the attitude that we want to attract not only to Burns McDonnell but to our industry as well. So yeah, very exciting, and we give our young people a lot of latitude to do things. We're involved in 3D design, which challenges them tremendously. Even our technicians and our drafters love that concept. We have a smart smart grid lab that's got $1 million of vendor equipment in it that challenges the young people to do things in telecommunications and network engineering and cybersecurity and such. So yeah, it's a very exciting environment to be in.
Okay, so they basically exude that excitement and your customers pick that up, right?
Yeah, we hope so. We think so.
And I also wanted to thank you. You've sponsored a series of advanced technology and game-changing technology webinars over the last period of 3 years. So we've seen a real advance in technologies that are available to offer to the marketplace. And right now we're doing fairly well along, and this is the fourth in a series of interviews on game-changing technologies in controlling and power flow. So could you comment on the series that people have just watched?
Sure, absolutely. So you mentioned the Game Changers series. We did that for a couple of years with the webinar series that you guys at Penton provided us. And then this last year here in 2013, we did the Advanced Transmission Technology series. And we had Crux for foundations, and then we had 3M for their low capacity, high capacity, low sag conductors. We had Smart Wire Grid for their power controllers, and Lindsay for their online devices, monitoring devices. The interesting thing about that, though, is outside of the foundations, which are fascinating in their own right, those other three technologies, Rick, if you would combine those three together, there's some real synergy there. So I think if you can look at each of those technologies on their own, but if you look at the ability to look at real-time online dynamic monitoring of conductor temperature and sag, if you look at the ability to measure and control flows on transmission lines, and then the ability to come in and retrofit or build new capital projects with conductors that have a lower cross-sectional area and an ability to deliver more ampacity. Those are three technologies right now that are going to change transmission line design in the future. We can take them individually or we can put them together. We can take a small step or perhaps a larger leap ahead in technology if we choose to as an industry. it's exciting stuff.
Well, one of the things that we've done, and it's coming out in November, is we've done an article that looks at the diagnostics, the monitoring, and the control of the delivery system. And these three technologies that Mike is mentioning worked in tandem and with some other technologies gives us a capacity to get a handle on maintaining and operating our assets we've never had before. And so for me at least, this is the most exciting time in my 40 years. And I'd like to thank you for sponsoring this Advanced Technology series. And these webinars and these interviews are available live on T&D TV. And so I'd like to thank you,
Yeah,
Mike,
you're welcome,
for joining
Rick.
us today.
Thank you, Rick. Appreciate it.
Always.
Yeah.